Today, our grand tour has taken us behind enemy lines to California.
It's known as America's finest city, but direct translation brings it to a whale's private region.
But we don't care about any of that because we've only got one mission: guns.
Today, you stay classy, San Diego, because the hunt for Gucci guns starts now. All right, folks, viewers there in the video scope, what we're looking at today is actually a pretty unique hunt for Gucci guns. Not only are we in California behind enemy lines, but we're actually going to take a look at the culture that California gun buyers have to, well, they have to deal with. Not only that, but how California gun laws affect that culture, especially from the buying perspective, which I think most of the country doesn't really have a good grasp on what that looks like or what that feels like. And I think it's going to be a good lesson as to what you don't want your state to end up being like.
Okay, here we go, everyone. Start of the day, hunt for Gucci guns. June gloom in San Diego. Real wild card today. We've got 4 shops lined up. This is actually on Memorial Day, I will note. So we're actually filming this on Memorial Day. 2 of the shops. So 2 of the shops is what I just did. Are actually opening for us, so we really appreciate that. Nice gesture. Anything you're actually on the hunt for?
Guns.
Yeah, same. I'm not interested in knives. Would be interested in a harpoon gun. You could definitely win me over on that.
Well, what's it says harpoon?
Gun.
Gun.
Yeah. I would actually be, if I had to do my perfect scenario today, old Winchester lever action rifle, or maybe a war era service rifle. It's kind of where I'm looking to go today, maybe.
Unk is becoming a little bit of a FUD here lately.
Yeah, so we'll see. This is a true wild card today.
I'm excited. I said guns. 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 I'm looking for guns, damn it.
Okay, here we are, shop number 1, which is a discount gun mart in San Diego.
I've been here before.
Oh, well, fun. You can go give us a tour. Here we go.
All firearms must be cased.
How's it going, man? Jake. Hey.
Jake.
Good to
Eli.
meet you.
Eli.
Nice meeting you, guys.
Colt.
Oh, wow. He's got like a whole room for it.
You know, we intake a bunch of used guns and stuff like that. And
What's a TRO? Temporary restraining order for
San Diego's
firearms. This is quite interesting. So,
So,
would that
wait,
be
what does
like
that mean?
would that be like you've popped for like a red flag law or something?
no, like
that?
someone says,
Like
hey,
I could take a restraining order on someone,
yeah, hey, this guy said something about me. I think it's in their firearm safety certificate. the
and they
statements.
take your
they-
guns at that point.
The court says you got like 24 hours to turn them in.
Holy
Take them
shit.
in here.
Wow.
But for how long? Yeah, so we're in their little fine firearms room. There's a lot of stuff here. Not as many handguns as I think I'd like. We got that new Beretta that's got the bayonet. I like that.
It's actually pretty cool.
It is
And
pretty
hey, you can get that in California. That's cool. I actually didn't know that.
Hey, brother, I like your shirt, by the way. Proper shirt, a proper race car driver.
Okay, so we're coming from states that obviously have quite a bit less restrictions. So how does this work?
So this guy, so if you actually flip around to the other side of the receiver, so there's a trap door. See that this little door? Sorry,
This thing?
No, this guy. You would pull that down and you lower this and you put your 10 rounds in there, close it, and then lift that bad boy back up.
Whoa.
That's what get them in the state, because instead of having to get like the whole other internal fixed magazine parts, we throw that in there, and that's what makes it California compliant. But if you ever move out of state,
You take all this shit off.
oh yeah, well that's real easy to pull out.
Yeah, okay.
But I mean, it's the best way for us to get stuff like LMT and Daniel Defense in the state, just because
Wow.
they don't like sending stuff to California.
Sure.
So even though we have our assault weapons license and our manufacturer's license, we still have to get them in as assault weapons, quote unquote, and then
Got it.
make them compliant for us to sell them.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
That is genuinely fascinating.
Fascinating in a scary way.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I didn't say fascinating was ideal, but that is interesting. Whoa. Okay.
Is this hunt for Gucci guns just going to become a, hey, don't let this happen to your state episode?
Pretty much. I think it's a
You know,
warning. Well, National Armory strikes yet again. We're in San Diego, and of course, they're known for their Mexican food. So I was like, well, let's go get some good grub at a local spot. So we go down to a place called Chipotle. I'm in line, ordering some food. The server, right? She's in line, or I'm in line. She waves, and she's like, "Are you the actor from the National Armory TV commercials?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And she's like, "Let me show you some recent stuff that I got over at the National Armory." I was like, "Well, that's pretty sick." And so it's like 10 minutes later, right? And people are going around me, they're ordering their food. She's showing me photos of vintage things she got, new production things she got. And I'm like, that's pretty sick. 10 minutes later, I go to order. She shows me a freaking stub from a plane ticket from going to see National Armory in person. I go to finally order my food. All they got left is tofu and a gluten-free wrap. So, National Armory is famous to the point I'm going hungry at night. It's a great relationship. We appreciate their support.
All right. Moving on to things that aren't modified for California use. We've got
what do you got?
2 1911s. Well, one of them is technically not, but this is a Union Switch and Signal, Second World War gun. Pretty cool. You don't see the Union Switch and Signals very often.
They were like, there was a video where we were talking about like quantities manufactured.
Yeah, they were in the lower.
They were in the lower
end.
tier.
Yep.
So there's really not.
They have a cool logo though. I always like the Union Switch and Signal logo, and this one seems to be all correct. So that's really cool. And these are actually fairly valuable again because compared to the other manufacturers, there's less of these than others. This is a Koenigsberg Colt, model 1914. Technically not a Colt, but that's kind of what you call them, a Koenigsberg Colt. But there's a long story that goes along with this. Essentially, FN and Colt had to split the world of John Moses Browning designs.
Right.
And the Norwegians actually held a pistol trial and found that somehow a 1911 showed up and found that the 1911 spanked everything that was in that pistol trial, as it should.
Naturally.
And so they actually took on a licensing for the 1911, but they had to make a few changes, one of which, and probably the most noticeable, is this slide stop.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty legit. This is actually something that, to be honest with you, I actually feel could have had some use in the U.S. market.
It looks to be functionally the same, but just lower.
Yep, just lower, and actually is a little easier to get to with the thumb.
Which makes some sense.
Yeah.
As a lefty, it'd probably be kind of a disaster.
Yeah. Well, no one cares about lefties.
But
when you're typically reloading a 1911, you come up and you hit the slide stop. This actually, if you wanted to, you could probably hit it with one hand. Pretty legit. Other than that, like functionally, they're 1911s. This, of course, being a 1945 gun, actually, which means it's a occupied gun.
I was going to say, would it have been
Probably
used potentially? That's pretty cool.
And of course, even late into 1945, they still had a lot of the original 1911 designs. So like a flat mainspring housing, the no scallop on the trigger guard. Mm-hmm. The wider spur hammer, the way that the thumb safety is kind of larger and more pronounced, the shorter grip safety there. And they also serialized all the parts too, which is kind of neat.
That's a cool gun.
Super cool gun. Yeah, and of course you can actually see the profile for what the original ball cuts were. Mm-hmm. Whereas when we began, in 1918 for the Black Armies, we actually made that more scalloped look on the slide. So this is really cool. I mean, truthfully, this is one of the cooler 1911 variants that have ever been made. Consecutive serial number BB transitional guns.
Okay.
So those were transitioning. These have huge market.
Lead the dance.
Yeah, these have huge collector value. BB, they're transitioning to the Series 70s.
So the BB stands for barrel bushing.
Yep.
I guess my only question is, hey, everything else had barrel bushing, so why are we designating that?
Yeah, just a different type of barrel bushing. So this is, of course, going from pre-70 series to 70 series, which they actually didn't call a pre-70 series at the time.
Sure.
And so they had the solid bushings, but Colt was looking at how to get a tighter barrel bushing fit onto the barrel, right? Because that's always been a little bit of the accuracy question on 1911. And so they were testing. This is actually we call it transitional. I think they made like, 1,000, 2,000, 1,500, somewhere in there, of these BB transitional guns.
So these are pretty uncommon.
Oh, yeah, very uncommon. And to test the collet bushing, which the collet bushing is a spring steel bushing. And have you seen the collet before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has the 4 fingers, and it essentially is a spring steel that tightens down on the barrel itself to give a good lockup, which actually these guns do. I mean, you'll see there's no movement in the barrel. I mean, actually, they work in theory. They're just not great at high use. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's something to keep into consideration if you have one of these. But they're fairly rare guns if you're into that. If you're into like super niche Colt stuff,
collectible.
But it's really cool, and to have 2 of them consecutive serial number is pretty.
That's
pretty neat.
cool.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble. So this is a 1903 Mark I. Now, here's the cool thing about this, Jake. You're in trouble, buddy. You're in trouble. Not only do we have the hooded front sight attachment, which is super cool, and I know you like that on guns.
I do love a hooded
This
front
gun
sight.
actually tells a little bit of a different story. It's been Arsenal refurbished, it looked like, and it looks like the barrel's been redone to 42. And the reason I know that the gun didn't have that barrel on it is because of this cutout. You see that? You familiar?
No.
This, my friend, was a gun that was destined to be paired with a Pedersen device. You'd pull out the bolt and put in this little thing with a 30 caliber magazine that stuck out the side like this, and it would become a semi-automatic rifle. The idea was during...
So that's an ejection port, effectively?
Yes. And the idea was that you would use this until you got into the opposing trench, and then you would switch to your
Load up.
semi-automatic configuration, and then you would have rapid fire within the trench.
That's cool.
Here's the problem. The Pedersen devices, of which I've only seen in museums. Cody had one, NRA Museum has them. Actually, Cody, I think, has a couple. NRA Museum has them. This tragedy is, as cool as they are, because the spring 1919, and we've talked about this on the channel a lot, the spring 1919 offensive that never happened in the First World War, because it never happened, the government, in all their wisdom, destroyed those.
Jeez.
But essentially, you would pull the bolt out and stick the new bolt in with the automatic. It's like a whole system here, and it has
feeding
these
and-
30 round, or I don't remember how many rounds. I don't want to say 30. What? Yeah, 42.
Yeah, 42 rounds.
And then it has this big stick, and it kind of stuck out at an angle like this. And then, of course, from there you'd have a semi-automatic rifle.
How cool is that?
And that's cool because it's got the friggin' ejection port right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
That is
yep.
pretty cool.
Now this gun, like I said, has been this has been refurbished, which is okay. I mean, that happened. Again, rebarreled in 42 for the big war, as we call it in the business. But man, that is a cool piece of history. You got your flip up ladder sight. I mean, this is a cool piece of history.
That's that's pretty killer.
And kind of a unique story that not many people would appreciate.
No, I'd never heard that. I had never heard that. That's pretty.
The
sweet.
Second World War was rife with some pretty awesome, the First World War was rife with some pretty awesome stuff.
So what I would visually see and think is an SKS.
Well, you thought it was. Well, you kind of
Yes.
want an SKS, which is weird. I don't know where this came from. that he
I don't
wants
know.
an
I'm just
SKS.
intrigued by all kinds of
No,
cool
that's
stuff.
a Hakim Egyptian service rifle, and look, it's got all the, Egyptian scriggles on there.
Does that say made in? Or I can't tell.
Well,
Made
I
upside
mean,
down.
This has to UAR.
UAR.
So
Okay.
this has to. I think they have to put that on when you
import it.
import it. Yeah, they're pretty neat though. I think these have a form of like Garand thumb that just wrecks your your appendages.
Yeah, there's something cool about collecting all these.
See that big
service
stripper
rifles.
clip guide
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Those are cool gun. Cool gun.
Yeah, I saw some used signs.
Yeah, this is cool.
here.
Oh, can we see that? That's what I want to see. Right there. Oh, Bullseye 45. Let's see that joker. Yeah. Bullseye 45s. But looks like it was made on a Brazil gun.
Well, that's interesting.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on an auto ordnance frame, but definitely set up for Bullseye. You can see the sights, the MMC sights. Pretty cool though. And that big thumb rest stock.
Yeah, not gonna be
cool.
super conducive for me, but
Well,
people
nothing really is.
People
is
don't
it?
really care about my people.
That's pretty cool.
I'm used to it. Well, K22 over there, far.
Oh, is there?
Kind of neat. Yeah.
Yeah, pull that thing out. K22s are just one of those guns that
Or one over.
the one over from that. Yeah. No, you're good. The K22 is one of those guns, man. Like I think every gun guy ought to have one. I really do.
I bet they're so fun. I've never shot one. I bet they're so fun.
Well,
to
and this
shoot.
is cool because it's a pre-war K22.
How do you know it's pre-war?
Well, of course, the humpback or the hammer shape. You see that, and of course, it's a long action,
Oh, because post-war they went to short action.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
the hammer design changed. So, like at first glance, you see the shape of that hammer. You go pre-war.
So are effectively all Smith double action revolvers pre-war all long action?
Yes.
Okay, and then post-war
Now, I
everything
will
goes
tell
short
you.
action.
Let me kind of caveat that. If you find like an old Bullseye gun, some of those were converted to early short actions by like the King's Company, actually out of California. So you may pick up one that's been worked over and be like, oh, hold on, that isn't a long
Yeah,
action.
but it's not factory.
But yeah, it's not factory. Dude, this is, I mean, it's got a little bit of end shake, but dude, this would be, and also just look at the workmanship of early Smith & Wesson. Look at how that sight is blended in. And this one's actually, I mean, this, you can tell this
It's in good
gun's
shape.
seen some use though. But look at the blend on the top. I mean, this is just really, and look, whoever had this gun used it. You can always tell, look at this, the ejector rod. You see how much finish is taken off of it?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That is really cool. And of course, when you want to check your barrel, you always put your thumb right there and look down. You don't need to have a light unless you're in a really dark place, but everything looks good. That'd be a cool gun to have, actually. That's a cool gun.
Nice
I'm a sucker for a Smith 22. In fact, really, I'm not a 22 guy unless it's a Smith double action 22.
Or a woodsman.
Or a woodsman, correct. Correct.
You have now crossed the
Correct.
woodsman, man.
Correct. I'm a woodsman guy.
Part of the curiosity for us, honestly, coming here, because our first shop in California, was like, what, does California have its just own sort of like insane pricing
Oh yeah,
system,
it's some stuff gets ridiculous here.
Yeah. So there's a Glock 4, we'll bleep this, but why is that what it is?
So particularly like this Glock 42, this off of the
it's off roster.
This isn't on the roster.
Got it.
But
That
also,
Glock 42 is that much?
Yes.
oh yeah,
Holy
I've seen them go for more.
What?
So I had one of the first Glock 43s in California when I lived here. And again, that's an off-roster gun, so it can only happen via different private party systems.
Correct, yeah.
And, don't need to litigate all that crap. But to get something off-roster like that in here is a bit of a,
Correct.
it's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a
challenge.
And then now it's even worse so with Glocks because after July 1st, or technically actually June 20th because of the 10-day wait period, we can't transfer Glocks anymore or shot systems, DR or anything because California deems that they are too easily convertible to machine guns.
Oh, yeah.
So,
God, man, you
So,
guys.
I mean,
But you can't transfer them?
So us as a dealer, we cannot sell them to you directly anymore. So yeah, you could do a person-to-person transfer like a private party kind of deal.
Yeah.
But you can't come in the shop and be like, I want like a Gen 3 17. And they're just
It's just not there
unfortunately-
anymore.
Yeah,
Man, wow.
Can I-
that
See,
is a national tragedy for us.
Dude, this is sick. So, obviously, Colt Single Action Army. This one's in 38 Special.
Cool caliber. Cool
super
caliber.
epic. Super
And
epic.
it's second gen, 1957, according to the tag. Just reading the tag
And
here.
1957 would be second year production.
That's a good gun.
Yeah,
That's a really
that's
good
sweet.
gun.
And it's cool because they only had at that point 5.5 inch and 7.5 inch barrels, and 45 and 38, I believe, at that point for the second gen. So this is cool. And you'll notice like a 40 or a 38 kind of feels a little heavier.
Heavier.
Yeah, because the barrel thickness and the cylinder thickness is more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is cool. This one's in good shape too. It's got a little bit of wear, obviously, around the cylinder. It's got some wear on the back strap, unfortunately, but it's
Well, and
got.
I think we've kind of
Yeah,
are in
of course.
agreement that, hey, the sweet spot for a collector / gun you don't mind shooting is probably a second gen gun.
And I'll tell you, Colt, dude, used to do some. I'm going to show the camera this. Colt used to do just such like classy stuff. You see there the little Colt pony on the cylinder there. Look at that.
Very cool.
Like, isn't that just like,
Yeah.
kind of makes you feel something? I would love to see more stuff like that today. Colt Single Action Army, as you know, that's a weak spot for you and I.
Oh yeah, man.
That's a weak spot for you
passion
and I.
gun.
This is a gun that I don't think I'll ever go, yeah, I got enough Colt Single Action
Yeah, no,
Armies.
I
That's a
hear ya.
sweet gun.
I hear you.
I could see you getting one of these.
And
Oh,
cutting
Jake.
it and suppressing it.
Because this is what they made the Hush Puppies out of.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I
For
understood it.
Dude, come on.
That's actually not bad. Yeah,
And you can cut it down, suppress it,
suppress the shit.
and then
out of
have Mark III put you a lock on there so that the slide doesn't reciprocate.
it. That'd be pretty cool.
Like they did on the original
That
Hush
should be pretty
Puppies. That'd be sick. That is cool. That holster, that is really cool. That looks like a first gen.
I would assume
I can tell by the stocks.
1916,
First gen.
38 WCF. Yes.
Winchester centerfire.
Yep.
Now, does this gun have any documentation with it?
She might.
Because-
I remember for a very long time we had, I believe, that one, and we had another one.
Because I
They
just
both
saw.
had papers, I believe.
I just saw the tag, and I'm a big Colt Single Action Army guy, and I'm sitting here going, there must be something I don't know about this.
Yeah, especially when you look at the second gen there and what that is listed at, and then that, you're like, okay, what are we not tracking here?
And that's the Beasley.
Yep.
Cole, do you know if these bad boys got paperwork? Especially,
Dude, Beasleys I love. I love
So
the
cool.
Beasley.
It's really cool. The
So-
color case hardening is really sharp on that.
Yeah, the
too,
case
actually.
hardening is cool. So a little, just to show you a real Colt Beasley, because I don't know if we've actually. Oh yes, we have. Roy's had one.
Yes.
And I love the Beasley. So the Beasley is really cool because obviously this was designed as a little bit more of a target setup from Colt. This particular one is sweet because it's a 32 WCF at a 4 3/4 inch barrel, but of course it still has the nice target grip. So you grip much higher up on the gun. The hammer is actually completely different. You can't take this hammer and put it into a regular single action. So, but it gives you a good place of thumb cocking the gun. And of course, Beasley, which I know that people in the comments are already going to be like, well, you said it wrong. Guess what? I'm from the South. If that's the only thing I say wrong today, we've won.
We've done well.
And it's actually a target range in England that these were named after.
Okay.
I think they might say Bisley.
Bisley, yeah.
But I say Beasley because
I hear the
guess
Z
what?
in there sometimes.
I have the talking stick. But this is cool. And you see you get much higher up on the gun. You can get to that much easier as opposed to a traditional single action, which is what we call in the business a plow handle. You see you're much lower on the gun and you really have to really stretch the gun up to get onto the hammer, which is okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Of course, people don't realize with a single action arm, you actually want to let the plow handle recoil back into your hand, and then you can get a hold of it from there. Whereas this,
Otherwise, mechanically, effectively the same thing.
yeah, oh yeah.
Or at least from a manual arms.
Yes, from a manual arm, you still open the load gate,
Second click.
second click, boom, boom, boom. That was actually really nice, to be honest with you. It doesn't move very much at all. Yeah, that's sweet. It's in good condition.
It's a cool gun for sure.
Yeah, it is a cool gun. Remington Model 11, the American licensed copy of the A5, in actually really good shape and not bad actually.
16 gauge.
Look what we have here. 1948 Winchester 94.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I would actually be, if I had to do my perfect scenario today, old Winchester lever action rifle.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
And this one's pretty clean, Jake. No drill marks.
Look at that front sight.
It's in 30 WCF.
We got the
It's a
hooded front sight.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
1948?
I think we need to pull this one out of the case.
Oh,
I think we
dear.
need to pull this
How
one out of
did
the
you
case.
wind up? How did
How
you
do
wind up out
we
here,
need-
old girl?
We need to pull this one out of the case. Hold on.
So
let me
this
go
is
get it.
This is consignment.
Yeah.
Damn. There's like this real give and take on the hunt for Gucci guns, where part of you almost secretly, quietly hoping like maybe I won't find anything. I'll just save my money. And then the other part of you's like, fuck it, let's just burn the ships and buy the first thing you see. That is like literally exactly what I said I was hoping for today. Is literally probably the most iconic Winchester 94. Pre-64, 20-inch barrel, hooded front sight. It's literally the prototype of what I said I wanted. I want to see if the action's smooth. But I mean, it is within budget. Damn it.
Yeah, Winchester 94. This one's a 1948. It's in, again, what we talked about as
I want to be able to shoot it.
shooter, but also, hey, been there, done that,
Yeah,
but not
beat the shit.
But not
I don't want
abused.
to beat the shit. How's the
But not
action?
abused.
That's-
I mean, well, on a Winchester, well, it's nice. It's good. We'll take a look at the barrel. You can see here it's got a little bit of, it's definitely been outside, so you might want to take that into consideration if you're legitimately looking at it. But overall, I mean, for its age, it's an overall good condition. This is definitely what I would say is a shooter grade. And you know what? You could leave this in your truck, be your truck gun.
Sure.
Do cowboy things. Check
Yeah.
that out.
Okay.
You got the buckhorns. You got a hooded front sight.
I like that hooded front sight.
I know you do. It's got kind of a cool decorative stitch sling on it too.
I mean, the sling's actually
It's kind of a vibe, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'd rather have one and not need it than
Here,
need it and not have it.
let's open that action up. Do you have your light on you?
No.
Well, give me a flashlight from my phone. Strong rifling. That's a sweet gun. I'll be honest, I think the price is on the higher side of where you'd want to be at for the gun's
Yeah,
condition. It
I
has
know.
a little
That's
bit of
the-
this
that's the
here.
only-
And it's a consignment, so it's really, it's up to the consignor, so that kind of has its deal. But
Is this a guy that could be reached out to?
100%.
while we're waiting, I want to show you some revolvers. We love revolvers here. Got a couple of neat ones. Pre-Model 10. That's a little Actually, you know what's funny? This gun is actually somebody has. Oh, this is a good little little note to point out. Somebody has probably hit this thing too hard, the cylinder, because the only thing that stops the cylinder if you don't hold the cylinder and you jam it, the only thing that stops the cylinder is this little riveted in piece here. Now, what's happened on this gun, and the reason it kind of binds up a little bit, is that somebody has been pounding on this thing.
They actually slid the cylinder back.
It's chamfered off that little piece, and it causes this to bind up. You see how it won't go? So that's why, like, when you see me reload these days,
hit your gun too hard.
when you see me reload these days on a revolver, I grab the cylinder here, and I almost never, unless the gun is really dirty, I almost never hit over the ejector rod.
Yeah.
I just give it a little bit of that, and the key here is to let it flick back out, because that will knock out your cartridges. Now, if you really let up the charge holes, you might have to give it a little more persuasion, or on a shorter gun with a shorter extractor stroke, you'll have to give it a little bit of persuasion. But by the way, speaking of, this is a Model 13, fixed sights 357 Magnum. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest Smith & Wessons ever. This is a cool ass gun because I love a fixed sight gun, heavy barrel, and 357 Magnum on a K-frame. This is a cool gun. Like of the revolvers we've seen today, this actually is pretty high on my list as far as just cool ass guns. That is a really nice, really cool gun.
Smith models get so hard for me to keep track of.
Well, you know,
It's just an infinite amount of numbers.
oh yeah, old Colt DA41, pretty neat. Look at the side plate. Somebody's definitely not put that thing back on right.
Absolutely.
Actually,
I
because
try
he
to
cheaps
support the
out on the
hotel. No, I
hotels.
try to support the hotel business.
Because you cheap out on the hotels means you can pay a little more for the gun.
I tried. You know what? I tried to keep a hotel in business the other night because we were some of the last.
They
people.
were already planned to be closed on July 4th.
So give them a
old.
couple extra bucks before they close, is what I say.
Are you sure this is it?
Am I sure that we're going to the Prim Valley?
Valley Casino, 44 minutes away.
Well, here's the
It's
thing.
in
though.
Vegas. Where
In
the
Las
fuck
Vegas.
is Prim?
Well, hotels in Las Vegas were actually very expensive.
Oh, that portion. That portion is. They had to do a repair.
Okay, sit rep. We're in Prim. It's too hot to go on roller coasters.
It's nighttime.
There's an RV in the parking lot.
Oh, Jesus, Jake. You brought us to an RV place. You did that.
As a leader of the organization, I've got to keep morale high. I'm just noticing the chair here is completely broken at an angle.
There's patrons of it now.
You literally park right by the front door.
Who?
There's open parking spots everywhere.
There's 8 Razors parked next to each other.
You got to keep morale high. If you let the troops see that you're a little down, obviously they're going to be down. So we're going to keep the spirits high tonight. I'm going to give the boys a little bit of money to gamble with. Feed them some alcohol.
That is something. There's some sort of seltzer. He was at a simple syrup. So he got hot water from the coffee machine, and then he put a sugar packet in the hot water. He was out of oranges, so he said, I'm going to throw a lemon in. I was like, fuck yeah.
I'm going to do everything I can to keep spirits high, but we're in Prim. Yeah, God be with us. So do you remember when at dinner they were talking about Bonnie and Clyde's cars?
Yeah. Is this where they are? You're shitting.
Where are we heading, Jake?
This might actually be the actual Bonnie and Clyde. Dude, is this actually the vehicles they were shot up? I think it's real.
Why are there cash out vouchers in here?
I think he threw like a tip.
Why? A tip to who?
What, it's part of the resort fee.
Dude, Aunt came through, baby.
Your boy came through for less than $100 a night.
See, now that's a little concerning.
It's alarming. It's alarming.
Ours is actually filthy. You should come see ours.
That's, I mean,
Hold on. Wait. You see this? Look, check right here.
Look at the fucking dome in it.
You got nothing. You got fucking nothing.
Do we know what this is?
Do you want to taste
We
it?
think it's chocolate sprinkles. That's the jury is on it being chocolate.
It does look like sprinkles.
The unfortunate thing is I can't pick the other bed now. His shit's on it.
That's right. I'm walking, and you can feel them cracking under your feet.
So critical. It's so critical.
You look good on that.
Try to pick up
You
their
look
guns.
good. You look good on that.
Right, rolling, partner. But the only problem is how to actually do the transfer.
I'm a cowboy.
You are a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy now.
You're actually smiling. See,
I actually beat you to this one, which is, I actually beat you to an old gun.
no, you didn't.
I am more fun than you.
I have a 94.
No.
I have an 1896 26 octagonal inch barrel with a crescent buttstock 94.
Well, I found out about that after. So in reality, it's who claims the territory first. I claimed it first. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Is that
This
not
is
the coolest Thompson
glorious.
Center you've ever seen?
Holy.
In 22 250, you can get that ammo. I've
I don't
actually
even know what that ammo is.
It's a rifle round. It's
Yes,
a
it
rifle
is. Look
round.
at the thickness of the barrel. I might have to get that for.
Comes with a scope?
So
Are
we
you
actually
kidding
have a
me?
friend who gave us permission to.
You know the friend, you just don't know the friend.
Yes, we have a friend that we're also kind of keeping an eye out for today, and he saw mine and he was like, "It's so cool, I love it." Like, dude, look at the size of it.
This is cool.
It's a big old boy.
I've got one, but it's in pistol calibers. Dude, that's epic.
That's his thing, because it's weird.
Well, and he really liked mine.
And this would actually be even wilder than yours. And you're
Fucking done. Add it to the cart. Add it to the cart.
dude, I saw that over there and I was like, dude, we got to. Like,
I almost
how do
want
we-
it for me,
how-
but
how
I'm
do
going to
we-
be nice right
how-
now.
like, how do
I can't
we
blow
not?
my whole budget.
How do we not get that?
You have to get that.
It's
With the
so
scope?
sick.
Come on. You can't not get that for him.
Thompson Center stocks
Yes. Soaring.
To the moon right now, man.
to the moon. Here's something you're not going to see very often on the hunt for Gucci guns, and that is old accessories. But I'm about to hit you with something that means a lot to me. I hope it means something to you. This is, dude, this is an old US Optics SR6 1.2 or 1.5, excuse me, to 6. I actually used to work for US Optics.
Super productive first stop. I got my paperwork. They got to ship my stuff. But
They did a blood test, a semen test.
Yeah,
you came
yeah,
back
they have
positive?
all my DNA. That's actually a pretty good bar to set the day right there. I'm gonna be honest.
It's great.
We'll see what the rest of the day has in store. I know what they have in store is Crispy's fucking chip pile.
Hey, let me see that real quick, dude.
What?
That paperwork. Did you have to pay their...
Okay, shop number 2. I'm kind of amped. I'm a little amped right now, right? You're on your way up. I'm already.
You're
up.
amped. I'm kind of actually playing the even keel right
You're playing
now.
even kill. Normally I'm even kill. Actually, sometimes I'm not. But anyway, second shop is San Diego Guns, and let's check her all now. How's it going, guys?
How are you?
Good.
I was kind of flabbergasted when we came in here and saw some really cool stuff. We got Webleys. We got Steyr GBs. We got, wow, a Manurin P1, which is Manurin built P38. That was
Yeah.
cool. Let's start with the Webley.
I want to see that Webley.
Dude, Webleys are so cool.
They are cool.
And honestly, I only didn't like them because Caleb likes them. Let's see that bad boy. Again, the
Yeah.
Zulu reference. Let me see that. Oh, yeah. This is cool. Obviously, the small bore 38 Webley. That's pretty neat, though.
That is neat.
I mean, they just are super freaking cool how they operate.
For our California knowledge, like CNR is fine in California, right?
Right.
And CNR is what is it, 50 years? Is that
Anything over
right?
50 years old.
Okay,
on
so basically
pistols.
if it's older than 50 years in California, it's fair game now.
yeah,
And if it's not, then it has to be on the roster.
or consignment.
Right. Or if it's private party transfer and starting the state, whatever.
Correct.
Okay, interesting. So you guys actually, because I was, I lived in LA for a long time, but I was never into old guns when I lived there. But it's like California can actually have a decent market for old stuff because that's fair game.
It is, and there is we get a lot of old stuff that comes through, and this case especially, guns come in and out like kind of
Yeah,
almost on the
pretty quick.
daily,
No shit.
pretty quick.
Can I see this, the Manurin P1?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Because those are actually super freaking cool. And I did not, it's funny, like, Hack was just talking to me about those. Really, really, really neat. The Dryzen is really cool too. I just don't know enough about that or the Steyr GB. Although the Steyr GB is a cool gun too.
It is cool. I can't.
Both of those I
honestly
had never even seen before.
The
and
Dryzen or the Steyr GB.
both of those came in
Steyr, I
on,
never
on
had.
consignment.
heard of that.
That is freaking cool, dude. It's a French-made gun.
Yeah.
Made off obviously the
P38.
P38, but it's a P1 is what they call it in post-war.
And so,
That
man,
is
you're
super
in
cool.
same company that's obviously
Does the
making revolvers.
MR73.
Yeah.
And funny enough, actually, I've never seen one, but Hackathorn told me they at one point made a copy of the Ruger Mini 14.
No shit.
Which apparently was fabulous. By
That's
the way.
cool.
This is a cool gun. I mean, you don't see these very often, or at least I don't, you know. Obviously, heel magazine release, lanyard loop, all the cool stuff there.
I wonder if it's all pretty, effectively P38 inside. I mean, I don't know enough
I
to
think-
know.
I
would
think
assume
probably will.
I would assume it's effectively like, hey, everyone's everyone does their copy of the FAL. I would assume this was, French
That's a cool-
version
that's
of
a
the
cool
P38.
gun.
That is a cool gun.
1903.
Is that 400 something thousand serial number?
It is.
So that's type 3.
Yep. Look at you, you little
Look at
fud.
me dropping some
Look
serial
at
number
you,
date
you little
ranges.
fud.
Yeah.
You little fud.
That
Flood in
was
development here.
1929.
29. Okay,
What does
yeah.
this tag? What does this versus this mean?
Basically, it looks like we just
Oh,
dropped the price
it's
on
on
it.
sale.
Yeah.
I love a sale. I mean, they're like, you ever shot one?
Those, I don't think so.
Man, they're so fun to shoot.
man, you should be
They're so
picking
fun
this
to
up.
shoot.
Man, I need to talk you into this. Let me tell you right now, dude.
That's the
you
ultimate.
are. Let me flip the script. You're now
Okay.
on the other side of the counter.
Okay.
1903 Pocket Hamlers, one of the coolest guns ever made. Not only is it cool just on the fact it's one made by John Moses Browning. Two, this is one of the first concealed carry guns that really got popular in the United States. Of course, as you can tell, it's pretty set up for that. Shrouded hammer, of course, not hammerless,
Right.
but guess what? Marketing, we still fall for it today. The gun is chambered in 32. You ever shot a 32?
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
They're incredible out of this gun.
Okay.
Dude, you got a grip safety, we call this a thumb safety, but let me just tell you, it's actually more of a hammer indicator. You can tell the hammer's cocked because it actually engages into the breech block versus if we, let me be safe here, if you, oh no, it's
Magazine
not
disconnect.
a Type
Disconnect.
3, it's a Type 4.
No shit.
Yeah,
Well, that's
magazine
even
disconnect.
more interesting, actually.
See, and listen, you're California. You appreciate safeties. They all do. You got a magazine disconnect on this gun, a grip safety, and a thumb safety. Brother, this should be in your pocket. I don't know if you can be in your pocket, to be honest with you, but...
It could be. Winchester 25.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
50s.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
I like
With the
that
old-
cone.
Yep. When you can change... It's like you can change your choke on it. See?
Oh, yeah.
Improved cylinder 3, mod
Oh, that's really cool.
5.
That's actually very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Hand me a random shotgun back there. Man went right past the A5. It's okay. It's okay. Model 1100 Remington. Pretty nice one. Look at the wood on this gun. With the Fuhrer de Lis checkering. Sick. Sweet.
But
Is
we can
that-
go back to the A5, though.
Yeah, we can go back to the A5.
It's one of those guns that is.
Is that an A5 or a Model
Oh,
11?
no, this is a Remington.
It's Model 11. A5
Sportsman.
copy.
Yeah.
A5 copy. That's still cool.
All engraving on that bad boy?
Yep, it's got the Sportsman engraving.
They didn't all have engraving. did
No.
they?
No. That's cool though. 20 gauge, dude. This would be sick if somebody was like, "Oh, I want to, a whip it,
Chop it.
a
Chop
whip
that
it
thing.
gun,
Chop it at 18.
chop it down." What do you got on this? Oh yeah, yeah. That'd be a perfect thing. And here's the thing that's cool about these too. Obviously, these are they're American licensed A5, so they actually don't have the magazine shutoff.
Right. Yeah.
Which personally, I don't ever really use the magazine shutoff.
No, I mean mine.
I mean,
Frankly, in some ways, it almost confuses things because you're like, well, which direction is the cutoff, which isn't?
Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Let's see that SKS. Jake confided in me that he wanted an SKS, which is kind of weird to confide in somebody that's heterosexual. But looky here. Oh man, and it's Tula. It's a Russian SKS.
Oh man, not a Russian gun.
A Russian SKS with Bayo.
Yep.
Bayo. That's a cool gun.
What's the year in that?
1953.
Isn't that birth year?
That's birth year for Unc there.
Guess old kids got jokes today. Look who's busting jokes.
Stripper clip guide there. Sick.
I've never shot one. The bayonet basically stows obviously within the handguard there. And then I'm assuming to deploy it, you probably just pull.
Yep. You have to pull this.
Oh, you got to pull
see
down.
that collar?
Oh, okay.
It's like a
I got
spring-loaded
you.
collar.
Yeah.
You have to pull that, and then you roll it around.
Yeah.
To pull that,
Boom.
roll it around, and it should cam up at that point.
Got it. So I effectively babied it into place.
Yeah.
Yep. There's your deagle.
Trimmers.
There's your deagle.
Trimmers. Oh, hey,
Hey.
can we pull this gun out?
Yeah.
This is actually extremely appropriate for California because this is a gun that I call a California gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I think of a full rail TRP, I think California.
If I still live in California, I mean that would
This
be
would be
like
the ultimate
my
gun.
workhorse
Yeah,
gun.
yeah.
That would be my gun.
If I was in California, I would say, yep, that's my gun. These are epic, dude. And I used to be pretty against the full rails back when I first started. Oh yeah, you can't beat that. I used to be pretty against the full rails when I first got into 1911s. And my buddy, funny enough, from LA, who moved out to North Carolina, he was a big full rail guy. And then I kind of started shooting him with him, and I was like, oh, dude, this is sick. And to me, this is kind of, and you can tell it's the California edition because it's probably got another set of stocks in the box with it on top of these sandpaper ones. Because they I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they wanted to do a SKU with a different set of stocks, but you had to if you changed the SKU even on the stocks, you had to have a whole new process
Go back on the list.
for bringing it back in. So they just kind of tossed them in with the with the gun. But this is a cool gun, and if you're in California,
Very
you're
cool
like,
gun.
I want a 1911. Dude,
It's a no-brainer. I mean, shoot, you could be outside of California and say, I want a
I
cool
agree.
mid-tier
I agree.
1911, and you'd be hard-pressed to beat
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I like that.
Very cool gun.
Again, this is a gun that I think of when I think of California. You know what I mean?
I'm
That's
just a
cool.
sucker for a TRP. I have
yeah.
an almost irrational love for them.
I work for another 1911 company, and that particular gun is always one that's kind of piqued my interest.
So, like, I'm an HK guy. Obviously, you got some HK pistols over here. What's the HK, like, kind of pistol pistols that are available in California?
Now you pretty much VP9 series.
Okay.
We have
And these
the-
are current VP9s, because this is the, that's the A1, that's the F, and maybe there's a K in here somewhere.
Yeah,
but
we
like,
have the
so
K.
current VP9s can get in.
Yes, we have the K, VP9A1Fs, the X, their crossover, L, and then also the match.
That's cool. I mean, if I was into striker fire guns in California, VP9 would be what I was rocking. If I was into hammer fired stuff, that TRP is pretty slick. But you got an MR back there too.
Yeah, A4.
Really? Obviously, the full length gun, not the 11-inch, but so you can get an MR 5.56.
This is direct from HK with the Juggernaut Hellfighter for the California compliance.
Okay. And so what is that? What is
Basically-
you said a series of words.
Basically,
Juggernaut Hellfire.
to make it California compliant, when you press that button, the upper and lower will separate.
Can I do
And then,
that?
so yeah, you actually just, if you hold it like you were going to shoulder it, you press the button.
Oh, I'm a fucking lefty.
Yeah, you press the button, it'll separate a hair, and now you can drop the mag if there's a mag in it, and that's all you have to do.
Oh, got it. So I have to separate the upper and the lower. Now I can drop the mag,
Correct.
reload, reattach the gun and shoot. Yeah, man, you guys got some things here. So
The Juggernaut Hellfighter.
now
Yep.
I will admit that we just saw a different system. There was some sort of fixed 10-round mag.
got
That
one.
seems like a better.
So we have the comp mag on the spear,
Okay.
but you have to put the
Yeah, they showed
cartridges
us.
into the
I
mag.
like that better, personally. That seems a little more.
It's
at least
faster.
Is it okay? So is that kind of the preferred California thing for most people? You think?
Most of the guns we have up here have like the Juggernaut or the Air mag locking Kingpin.
Well, see, it's like this, right? Can you
You have all the features. You can adjust the stock. You have the flash hider, pistol grip.
Okay, so you're like this, boom, boom, click. I go, bam, bam, bam.
Reassemble, drop the bolt.
Oh yeah, well, the bolt has to stay forward in this, doesn't it?
I would close it, then throw the mag in, and then rack it.
Got it.
Yeah, because the bolt would prevent this from opening, correct?
Right,
if it's
So
separated.
you'd have to, the gun would go to slide lock. You'd have to release the bolt, pop
Yeah.
this out, drop,
Okay, so it is a bit of a process.
this, rack.
Reload it. Definitely extra steps.
I mean, yeah, there's one or two. Yeah.
There's
But-
just some California kid that's just like a Jerry Michalik of the juggernaut world.
Yeah, what was the- yeah. I can't even remember the series of words you said that it was. There was
Hellfighter Juggernaut.
Hellfighter Juggernaut.
Dude, this is freaking sick. German gun. This
I
is
love
cool.
that nice warm finish
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I do too.
Sometimes the inexpensive, quirky stuff is just really fun.
Is this
'Cause you don't have that much?
Is this a consignment or? The good news is, Dryza secured. Okay, wheeling, dealing, jet flying, tutor wearing, ball and buck, trying to hold them down. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, we got the Dryza.
We're 2 for 2.
We are
2 for
happy.
2. 2 for 2 right now.
We're happy.
Yeah,
This is 3 guns now.
yeah. 6 is the current record, and I mean the days half over
We're starting to pick up.
We're building a little momentum.
Dryza's a cool gun. The guy is listen, this is a weird gun, but it's like so cool, so weird it's cool. So we're definitely gonna be taking that home. So obviously, like, my interest a lot is in old firearms. Okay. Now here's my question. We kind of saw this, or at least I saw this when I got to watch the hunt for Gucci guns overseas. Right. A lot of the old guns, collectible guns, really didn't have a lot of interest in that market, whereas a lot of the new stuff that was harder to get and a little more, we'll call serious, was what we were after. Now, going into this is second shop. It does seem, in my opinion, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that California gun owners are really after those more modern type guns. I guess the stuff that you can't, it's kind of one of those things you want what you can't have kind of thing. And the older guns don't tend to receive as much interest. Now, what's your take on that?
I'd say that's accurate, based off of what we mainly stock. A lot of new. We do have a lot of used and consigned. There are customers that are into the older stuff.
Of course.
And so then they come in. A lot of times they hit us before they even come out. They're like, hey, what do you have in the back? So then we pull it out, show them, and then sometimes stuff sells before it even hits the shelf, which is great
Love
for
that,
everybody.
yeah.
But I'd say most customers, they want new ARs, new shotguns,
Pistols, obviously.
new
Handguns.
pistols.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of guys that do like the older stuff that's not made anymore.
Of course. I just, it seems like every time we walk into a shop that, and this is not uncommon throughout the country, it's just like, I've really noticed it here, there's a heavy emphasis on the newer production stuff. Which is fine. I mean, I get it, but it's just an interesting culture shift, you know. Whereas I've got, there's shops I got that I have in North Carolina, multiple, and that you won't see a new firearm on them at all, unless somebody had just bought it and traded it in or something like that.
It's interesting because a lot of, when we were talking about some of these guns, there's stuff that is what would have good value in California, and when we have to auction it off because it's not on the roster or it wasn't consigned, we put on Gunbroker, and it's like, wow, this sold for like half of what it would sell in California.
Yeah,
and so,
that's interesting.
Yeah, and sometimes it's newer old stuff, stuff within the last 20 years, but like, you're like, oh, this is a great SIG.
Guys, here's the deal. I've been saying it for years, and that means I got no intention of stopping now. Ciguera makes some awesome freaking belts. How do you know? I got 3 of them right there. You think I'd have 3 if they sucked? I would not. Doing what I do, same thing, Finn, the dog down here, doing what he does, which is being an influencer. We sort of mutually get hit up all the time, and people are like, hey, you want to try this or that? And there's a lot of belt stuff in there. And they go, see, you heard it. What he said was code 1911 Syndicate saves you 10% off at checkout. We'll get to that. But we get hit up all the time. And they're like, hey, do you guys need some new belts or something? And I'm like, I'm good, bro. Like literally, like every time I'm like, no, I'm good. I like what I've got. So I've had the same belts for 5 years. All these belts are 5 years strong, from the range to EDC. They kind of do everything. I think I'm as a buy once, cry once sort of purchase. And yet at the same time, that's a ridiculous statement because they're really not pricey to begin with. But if you needed to save a couple extra bucks, 1911 Syndicate, that saves you 10% off. You can see the enthusiasm in that face. Look at that face. That's a Ciguera user right there. You see that? Ciguera user. So anyway, we'll go ahead and move on with the show. Okay, here we go. Third shop. Super nice of them to open up today. They're always closed Monday, and especially Memorial Day Monday. That would be Duncan's Gun Works.
The font got me excited.
I have a good feeling about it.
I do
just
too.
have a good feeling about it.
I think these are going to be my people.
Well,
Let's go see.
Here we go.
We may have rolled into the greatest gun store of all time. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I'm very like overwhelmed.
I actually am
right now.
overstimulated. Legitimately. We have shotguns. Beautiful. Is that a 1901 or an 1887? 1887. 1887.
87.
In beautiful condition.
12
All
gauge.
of these shotguns are incredible condition. We got
Oh my
beautiful
goodness.
Winchesters.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
Double rifles.
Oh my God.
We were literally just watching Trimmer stuff on the way up here.
Holy cow.
I mean, these are serious Winchesters.
These are serious
Winchesters.
Winchesters. Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm struggling to try to get you.
Like I laid my eyes in the case over there for like 30 seconds, and I was like, "Oh no,
We're in
this
trouble.
Is
These
very
are
bad.
incredible. Look at half magazine Winchesters with half octagonal barrels. You see this?
Yeah.
Actually, no. That's an 1886 in 4590. Look at this. Half octagonal barrel, which is fabulous for weight, by the way, with a half magazine and fancy wood with checker and case hardened receiver with the peep rear sight. Oh my gosh, look here. Takedown model. You see the takedown here? Look at this with the pistol grip rather than the straight stock.
These are stunning.
Yeah, this is the stuff here.
Well, I'm gonna pull them all out of there.
Oh, we're gonna leave them right where they're at.
Yeah, those are big boy. Those are big boy
That's
guns.
big boy guns, yeah. Beautiful guns. Incredible. I'm actually shaking a little bit right now.
Like I'm very overwhelmed.
I know what's over there, and I'm trying so hard to get through this. I might actually stay in California. And can you pay with guns?
Model
That
11?
is actually one of the most beautiful.
Look at the wood on that Model 11.
Jake, that's a factory engraved gun.
Dude, they got.
You know the only other engraved Remington Model 11 I've seen?
No.
In the Browning Museum.
That's factory engraved.
Yeah. Look, flintlock muskets. There's a flintlock section. Look, it's a game scene gun.
Wow.
Look at this.
Man,
Holy crap.
oh man. Yeah, I know.
Look at the fancy wood.
You could always make a call if we
Engraved.
had to.
Look, and it's already set up for your initials.
Yeah.
Like an English shotgun.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Look at the cap. Even the cap is engraved.
Man.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, let me go ahead and give you a prediction. Crispy's buying a gun here.
Holy crap.
Crispy's buying a gun.
Holy
Hand
crap.
engraved, do you?
Yeah, hell yeah, it's hand engraved. Factory engraved. And like I said, the only other one I've ever seen.
Look at the wood.
The only other one I've ever seen was presented to John Moses Browning. But look at this detail here.
I mean, it's just stunning.
Incredible.
The fucking
gauge.
bolt release.
I believe this is a 12. It is. Dude, are you kidding?
That doesn't seem unrealistic.
Are you kidding?
That seems very reasonable.
Kidding me?
Right?
Are you kidding me? Holy shit.
Like, I want to.
Well, there's a fight.
Oh, Crispy, if you buy this, I will literally think you're the coolest dude ever. I mean, I will be like, Crispy's the fucking man. So Colt in the 1880s, they actually did do some shotguns, and these are Damascus barrel double hammer drop lock shotguns. But look at the Damascus.
I never knew this existed.
Look at this. Look at the font. Colt's Patent Firearm Manufacturing. Can you see that, Crispy? I mean, is this not incredible? And look at the Damascus.
Dude, a Damascus Colt double barrel hammer fire shotgun. I never knew that existed.
I mean, is that not gorgeous? Is that not absolutely amazing?
I didn't even know it existed though right now.
Flintlocks?
Where do we? Where do we?
I don't know. Let's not start over there, because I know.
Let's start over here.
Let's start over here. And over here, I don't think it's going to be much. Look at Schofield reproductions. Smith & Wesson. Oh, Crispy, you're so done. You're so done. You're so done.
These are all modern.
I was going to say, what's the layout? Is this all modern?
We try to, yeah, this is modern here, different calibers.
Okay.
Our revolvers kind of got mixed in over here.
Little
Our
mix.
old stuff we concentrate over
Okay,
there.
so that's
Yeah.
mostly the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's modern, more modern days.
Well, not entirely. Mine is
So
P38
Crispy.
right there.
Talk about a cool gun, okay? This is a reproduction of the Schofield. Of course, top break, single action. Here's something pretty cool people don't know about. TK Customs will do a 45 ACP moon clip conversion.
Get out of here.
This is 45 Colt, right?
Yeah.
Dude, all of them go out, Pull out the moon clip, drop it in, go back to work.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
How cool is
Are you
that?
freaking kidding me?
That's really cool.
And you've been wanting a Schofield.
Sure. Well, I would kind of want to actually.
Yeah, but you could freaking carry this.
You could do that.
I would. What are you talking about? Let's see what else. There's a couple other things down here. I think this is a custom gun? This is like I mean, if this isn't custom, this is cool. This is a short-barreled 45 Colt, big frame. Yeah, it is. It is a custom gun built like on a Ruger Blackhawk. Round butt. You can actually put some spicy 45 Colt in this thing.
It's pretty robust.
That is epic. That's cool. That's cool.
It's actually very cool.
Dude, freaking 4516-1. That's cool. That's
So
cool.
that's probably double action only from the looks of the hammer. I can't keep track of all the damn.
Yep. That's freaking cool.
That is super gangster. Yeah, let's show people what some cool stuff is.
That is a cool. That's a
it
91
90 or 89?
An HK, or excuse me, it was a P91 DC.
P91. Okay, so this is
40.
post P90. Oh, it's the 40 cal. Got it.
The problem solver.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's 40 does exist.
Check this.
Oh dear.
Colt Detective Special. Sick.
Classy.
Sick.
Classy.
Sick. Love that.
Oh, there's a row of Thompson
on.
Center contenders.
Is there really?
There's a whole row.
Holy crap. There
Oh,
is.
that might be 4570 right there on the end.
This one?
I don't know.
No.
It's thick on the
too,
end, no?
It's too thin of a bore.
What is it?
30 Harriet.
That's
Which
what
you
mine's
have.
Interesting. It's a bigger barrel than mine. 223, sick.
Yeah.
Shoot a 223 out of a pistol? That's what I'm talking about. Wow, look at the case.
This is an American Eagle Luger for the American market.
Okay. I was
Grip safety. That's freaking cool.
That's pretty sick, actually.
That is really sick. That's really sick. Look, wood base plate magazine.
That's super
That is super cool.
Dude. East German Makarov. That's the good stuff.
I don't get excited about that, but I'm glad you do.
That's the good stuff right there.
But I'm
man.
glad you
That's
do.
badass. That's sick. That's what you want.
Man, there's some cool stuff.
Man. Oh, no.
Colt 1902 Sporting.
Oh, my goodness.
Colt 1902 Sporting. Hold on, you know what's better than the Colt 1902 Sporting?
The Deagle?
No, we're not going to worry about that.
Fine.
Just sit there right there. How about a Colt 1902 Military? In the same freaking shop. In beautiful condition.
Oh, boy, that is nice condition, isn't it?
Colt 1902 Military, of course, we can see the squared off butt. Wow. Incredible. 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 This is a pocket hammer.
Pocket hammer. Check this bad boy out.
Those are so cool.
Super
And
cool.
we actually got to shoot one of these.
Yeah.
Well, the one we got to shoot was actually
Belonged to
pretty special.
a
Belonged
significant figure.
to Val Browning. This is one of my favorite Smith & Wessons. Freaking Model 15.
15.
15-3.
That's your gun. That is your gun, ain't it?
Look at that. Beautiful 38 Special. That's a gorgeous gun. Great shooting gun. In fact, I would say the Model 15-3 is one of the best revolvers for someone starting out on revolvers. But
My
hold
goodness.
on a
I
second.
don't think you even want to see this case over
Actually,
here. It's not a 1917, is it?
no.
No.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
freaking kidding me?
Is it a reg?
No.
Talk to me.
You got a good one there.
Oh. Oh, what you got there, son?
Does this have factory paperwork with it, by chance? This might be a McGivern model.
You know, in that.
I actually may be interested in this. The 5-inch McGivern bead. Okay. I need to call so I'm really good buddies with the Smith & Wesson historical guy.
Okay, we call them too. And I haven't gotten a chance.
This is a cool gun. This is a cool gun. This is what we call in the business a McGivern Special 5-inch outdoorsman with a McGivern gold bead.
Oh, whoa.
And I'm actually gonna have to make a phone call on this gun. because might be very interested in this. This is an extremely cool gun, among cool guns. So
We got a whole section of Woodsman's over here. A Woodsman match, which I will tell you, I believe to be one of the absolutely sexiest 22 target pistols of all time. Non-match, of course, doesn't have the little shroud underneath it, but absolutely incredibly sexy guns. And this whole cabinet, to be perfectly frank with you, is a bunch of really sick Colts. Looks like this is our single action army territory we've come to here. 1860, is that right? Okay, yeah, 1860. Civil War era gun, of course. Very prominent, ton of these out there, but
in 44.
Just a really cool gun. 1851 Navy is definitely in the list of sort of must-own guns for me. It just evaded me thus far.
My favorite Winchester rifle, the 95. We got two of them. There's actually a third one down there that's attributed. Got a whole story there, but we'll talk about these. These are two really good restoration, or what I like to just call using guns. This one's actually in 30-06. You would probably want to use a lighter load, kind of like with the Garands. You probably want to use a lighter load on these guns. 30-06, it has changed a lot in the past 100 years, but that's a perfect rifle to kind of pack around with. And then here's another cool gun, and this is a actual rifle versus this is a little bit of a carbine here. This is a rifle. This is a cool 95. Now this is in 30-40. You know what else we call that? 30 US. 30 government.
Yep.
Because of course when this gun was out, we were using the Krag Jorgensen rifles. That's very cool. Very cool. Very cool. These are epic guns, of course. This is revolutionary in a way because it is a box magazine fed. Lever action, of course, using a pointed bullet. The companies were always nervous about stacking bullets in tubes like they would on like a 94 because those bullets were pointed.
Got it. Which AKA could hit a primer. And,
in theory. Now, I think there's claims. I've never really seen much on it, but actually haven't looked into it too deep. I just kind of took it at face value. But that's why, of course, this went to a box magazine. And of course, 95s, excuse me, there were many of them built for the Russians during the First World War. And those are muskets with bayonet attachments. And they're very cool.
It's a gorgeous gun.
It really is. And it's my favorite Winchester. I know that what is your favorite Winchester rifle?
I mean, look, I'm coming from a very baseline of knowledge, but I mean, when I just think classic, I literally think of what I got today, which is the 94.
I agree, and I don't think really. What's your favorite Winchester?
It's not
doesn't
a wrong
have
answer.
a wrong answer.
Yeah, there's not a wrong answer on that.
Yep, absolutely. No, I agree with you totally.
Super cool.
This is really cool, and here and again, there's a third gun down there that's a traditional saddle ring carbine. Dude, it's just one of those things where you just don't see one very often, much less three in a shop
just sitting in a shop.
Just in a shop. So this is I'm all kinds of I got sweat. I'm sweating
in California. I mean, I got to really like kind of tip my hat to
this is incredible.
This shop, but also California has showed up today.
Incredible. I think now we're going to start looking on the walls. I actually have a few things going on in the background. You don't need to worry about that. Don't worry yourself with that. I know you're worrying. Don't.
I don't. It's almost like I just don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, you got plenty of Winchester shotguns. Look at all these Winchesters. That's a Winchester 94.
Yeah, I know.
Or, excuse me, Winchester 87 or 97.
Riot, yeah.
97 Riot. Really cool. We got us some classic A5s.
Oh, check this out.
Oh, what the heck? Check
that bad boy out.
Oh no. This is in 405 Winchester.
That's the Teddy round,
right? That's the, but stainless. What? How is this barrel stainless? I don't know the answer to that. Stainless steel? Are they all marked that? Did I miss that? So essentially this was something that Winchester was testing. They were testing the stainless steel. That's what I was just told. Now I'm relaying to you, their viewers, is they were testing that stainless steel. This is also, by the way, in the 405 cartridge, which was Teddy Roosevelt's big medicine when he went on safari. And his lion medicine, actually, I think is what he called it. And man, there's something about holding this gun that's like...
It's almost like you with your Merwin, where you're like, or not Merwin, I'm sorry, your what's your Tiger gun?
My Wesley Richards?
Yeah. There's an intimidating... You do some shit with that.
And it's like there's something about this cartridge and this gun, and of course Theodore Roosevelt made it famous on his African safari. But Man, is this not epic? I mean, just put that in your hand.
Oh, I felt it. It's
Just
badass.
put that in your hand. And of course, this is with classic shotgun butt. You can see the crescent butt here, which you actually on the crescent butts have to blade off more because it comes in here, and that's actually so you can work the lever without the gun moving around on your shoulder. But a lot of guys, and we would see this as modern shooters, will actually, people who are really using them began kind of squaring off. They didn't necessarily square up like you would with an AR-15 today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how everyone's very square to the front with their AR, but they were kind of coming at a little bit of a bladed angle. And the nice thing about the shotgun butt is that wherever it came, you didn't have to find a pocket for it.
Yeah.
So the shotgun butt actually was a fairly popular option from Winchester, whereas with the, with the crescent butt, which looks cool by the way, I have a crescent butt Winchester, it's cool. But the crescent, you really can't, it doesn't
Shoulder.
fit well
Yeah.
unless you kind of blade off a little bit. So, kind of neat.
It is neat. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of everything that's being put in front of me today. This is cool. This is so cool. Oh, dude,
stressful right now.
here's a gun you do not see very often. There is a gun you do not see.
Tell me about
very
this because I
often.
don't know what I'm looking
This
at.
is a Winchester.
Okay.
This is a Winchester model 1907 self-loader in 351 Winchester.
Okay.
This gun actually has a lot of cool history. You actually saw these in the First World War. They were popular with Allied air crewmen
Okay.
because this was in a time period when you shot out of an airplane with a rifle.
I love it.
So you actually saw these, and some of them had this bag to collect brass. And then the other aspect of this is this has massive prohibition history. A lot of these were used by law enforcement, but Lebman, you recognize the name?
Yeah.
Lebman?
Yeah.
The Dillinger gang had Thompson foregrips,
Yeah.
fully automatic 351 Winchesters.
Yeah.
And dude, this gun and 351 Winchester, which is a defunct cartridge, unfortunately these days, it is a fabulous round. I mean, it's got some real horsepower to it, and these guns are epic. They're plunger. You actually work the action with the plunger in the front. They had a 10-round magazine. I mean, dude, this is a cool Winchester. Now, here's the thing, and actually you can see it perfectly. These, because the action, these destroyed the forearms. Who cares? That is a cool gun. That is a cool gun you do not see very often. How about this, dude? Oh, please stay. Please stay. Dude.
Oh,
Dude.
Like original Sharps.
Sharps Big 50. The old,
Good
reliable
grief.
Bridgeport, Connecticut Sharps. Holy crap. You know this is cool. Dude, this is freaking sick. The things this gun is probably
You've
seen.
lived in the Wild West.
Are you
That's a hell
kidding
of
me? Are you kidding me right now?
Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever actually seen an original one in a shop before.
No, I've never seen an original. We've seen plenty of reproductions, but never an original. And this is a half octagonal.
Unreal.
This is a Big 50. There is actually some pretty badass frontier battle lore around the Sharps Big 50 and keeping the natives at bay. 1884.
So I've never actually cycled one. Man.
Are you kidding me?
Sick.
Are you kidding me? Come on. And then, of course, obviously, the M1 carbine. I mean, the M1 carbine is one of my favorite rifles of all time. After picking up those guns, man, this thing feels like a toy.
Nothing.
So we're looking at this fabulously engraved, and I do mean fabulously engraved. We actually have seen some engraved single actions on this trip that were less than, but of course, this one is one of the higher end ones that I've seen. Incredible Western scenes all over the gun. I mean, just really a special gun. I mean, this is a really special gun. I mean, you've got all kinds of you've got a stagecoach robbing scene, and the engraving itself it's classically deep etched German. It's very, very good, very, very, very good. You got a classic stagecoach scene coming into a town here on the butt. But I'll tell you the cool thing, and it's funny because you see this on a lot of older guns. You don't see it so much nowadays, and I've always wanted to do this with an engraved gun myself, but there's an inscription, and it kind of adds to the gun's bravado, if you will. And I'm going to read that to you. On the trigger guard of this gun, it says, Be not afraid of any man, no matter what his size. When danger threatens, call on me, and I will equalize. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding? Chills. That's incredible. And it's funny, that actually reminds me of a gun, that one of my favorite guns in history, which was owned by Lone Wolf Gonzalez. He had a pair of fixed 1911s. And on the part of the trigger, under the trigger guard where the trigger guard would have went, something was it was a Spanish conquistador armor inscription that said something to the effect of, do not draw me without reason and do not sheathe me without honor. And that was a friggin' Texas Ranger gun. And so when I see little things on that, it really calls to a level of class that fighting guns had back in the day. I mean, what an incredible opportunity. Thank you for letting me look at this. I mean, that's an incredible piece of...
Well, speaking of, perhaps this would be a good time to show something you are planning on not leaving without.
Okay. So, come on down here. So, I'm going to be honest with you. Typically on the hunt for Gucci guns, I really do try to behave. I really do try to not spend a lot of money. That will not be the case today. I apologize to my chick at home. But she would actually be upset if I didn't bring this home because she's pretty sick. This is a really special gun. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Eli, that's just a 38-44. And I say, well, it's got a rear sight. You say, oh, excuse me, it's a 38-44 Outdoorsman. And I would say to you, no, not today. 5-inch gold bead Outdoorsman with the serrations on the back, serrations on the front, and I'm very blessed to be extremely close with the Smith & Wesson Historical Society archive guy, Mike, and a quick look on this gun brings it out to be a real, what we call in the business, McGivern model, based on Ed McGivern. So, of course, 5-inch gold bead Outdoorsman. This is one of the coolest guns that isn't a registered Magnum. And actually, I'll be honest with you, there are barrel lengths of registered Magnums that this is cooler than. I mean, this is like it's kind of funny because, you know, you find guns that you've been after, right? This is like a mood board gun for me. Like, this is a dream gun of mine. I mean, this is a gun that I have wanted for a while.
And here say where it
originally
went to.
So Mike actually also helped me. He actually gave me a few things just to confirm, and so when I do buy my letter, everything's going to be good to go. This gun actually did ship to San Diego
in 1934.
In 1934.
So I mean,
it's spent
90
pretty much its whole life here.
It's been in San Diego, which is pretty cool.
And now it's coming to North Carolina. I mean, I looked it over. The action's good. It's got a little bit of in shake, but nothing. Well, not really much to speak of. The action is insane. So just feel that gun.
Yeah. This doesn't mean a lot to me in my stage.
It's insane.
No. I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying it is not within
That's
my
a special gun right there.
World of stuff that I know a whole hell of a lot about with that long action.
How smooth is that gun though?
Yeah. Trigger's actually very, very nice on that.
Yeah. So this is a gun that I've wanted for a long time. I have actually not been on my game since that I saw this gun.
Yeah.
I've actually kind of been a little flustered.
Yeah, you have.
If you will. But I think that's coming home to North Kakalaki.
Okay.
So.
Okay, here we are at the end of Duncan's Gunworks. I was just telling the shop owners, I was like, this literally could have been a 3-hour saga of a video just spent here. Truly overwhelming, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Eli's working on his McGivern gun. We did have one pickup for a friend of ours who heard about that engraved Model 12 we showed you, so that's going home. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to head to our last shop, see what we can find there. I'm actually so nervous right now. I want this shop to suck.
No, you're a little biatch. There was so much cool at that other shop. I hope you have to spend some money here.
Don't talk disrespectful to me. So I'm so feared that I feel such a loser that I didn't buy anything
I'm
there.
Actually on cloud 11.
And we
That's
have one more shop.
than Cloud 9.
The shop is literally just opening for us. It's very, very nice of them because it's Memorial Day.
And it's called the freaking Shootist.
And it looks promising from the outside.
It says they're a full line. I don't even know what that means. But I'm about to find out.
I'm a little nervous.
Let's go. Look at that. They got a Winchester. New, used, bought, and sold.
Oh, no.
Bought and sold. Family operated since 1991. That's before I was born.
Oh dear, I don't know what I want to think right now. Like I honestly don't know if
are they going to have this? Oh, they're unlocking it as we speak.
Oh, it's a human doing that.
Oh, there's a pup.
Hey, dog.
Hey, pup. Sorry, buddy. Here, I'll get your keys for you, I think. There you go. We'll let the course in here.
How's it going, man?
Connor.
You're Connor. I'm Jake.
sir.
That's just neat. That's just cool.
Read Italian. There's his original
I can, actually.
immigration paperwork.
I can absolutely read all of
You are Italian. You're not Italian.
This is freaking neat.
All right, so we'll kind of go over this. Yeah.
An
Olympic Beretta pistol.
Cool.
Pretty cool. And look, you can actually see the lines from like the 92-ish style.
Yeah, you can.
You know, isn't that kind of crazy?
It's like a little 93R.
Yeah.
There's 93.
In,
There's
in a
hints
way,
of 93R.
I guess. In a way, I guess.
With the comp on the end, it's kind of 93R-ish.
We'll call it that.
It's actually kind of sick. La suta scritta dita información autorita.
What is that accent? This is cool though, and this is kind of stuff that really helps tell the gun story. And actually nowadays you can
cool.
You can actually take your phone and take a picture of that, and it'll translate it for you, which is cool.
I don't need to do that.
We got a Colt. Actually, what is this? Hold on now.
What is it? It says 500 made, but I mean, it looks like a.
It's a
not
Colt
detective.
Marshall.
Okay.
I genuinely don't even know what this is. You want it? So I'm actually gonna pass the ball to you because this is what's called a Colt Marshall. I've never actually even heard of that. You kind of educate me. I love to learn new stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha. So from what I understand, the research that we've done as a shop when we got the thing, it's been here about a year. So in 1955, Colt made the Marshall.
Okay.
People were actually very unhappy with the gun.
Really?
It's a full framed gun on the short little barrel. People just didn't like it.
It's like a larger frame detective special or something.
Pretty much. And so what they did was Colt offered a rebate. There was only, I think, what does it say, 2,500? Yeah, 2,500 made. Most of them were shipped back to the factory, and they put full-length barrels on them, and they sent them back to their owners or resold them. So we don't know the exact number of how many are left, but this gentleman actually that dropped it off knew a lot about it, and that's where we got most of our information.
Huh, that's very cool. I've never seen that before.
No. A Colt Marshall 38 Special.
How about a freaking Craig Jorgensen? How about a freaking going up San Juan Hill? You know what I'm saying? This is a cool, you throw your rounds in here, you just throw them in there. Cycle bolt, it's got a great smooth bolt. This, of course, was the U.S. Army standard infantry rifle when we had the Spanish-American War. And is obviously in 30 Army or 30-40 Krag. Very cool gun. You can actually see some of the niter blue is still on the gun here. Pretty freaking awesome gun. This is cool. This is the stuff I like to see right here.
Sir.
That is cool. I'm happy with that. But look at the case
Oh,
hardening.
dang. Wow, they've got some.
Look at the case hardening.
Oh, they got some heat in here. That's pretty sick.
Another trapdoor Springfield. Oh, come on.
That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all.
That's cool.
Dude,
That's
that
epic.
is cool. Now this is a very nice vintage Smith & Wesson. I believe this is called a Bodyguard, okay? You'll notice it's sort of a two-tone configuration here. Dia de los Muertos, because we're in San Diego. Showing them some Day of the Dead stuff here.
Look at this, 1845.
Same.
Percussion.
Actually, same manufacturer year.
Percussion rifle.
Dude.
That's you. That's something you would buy.
Look at the size of that thing. Where would I even put that?
Something you would buy.
It kind of is.
In your, hey, it would be a cool Mark III gun.
I honestly want a classic with a bayonet.
I have one in the back.
Do you?
Is that a Chinese or a Russian?
This is the Russian.
Let's see what's. I'll go.
We
with
don't
the
care.
Chinese.
He don't care what it is. He don't know enough to care what it is. Is this a Chinese one?
It is.
Do you have a value on this?
Yeah,
Oh,
well-
Jake.
Don't fuck with me.
Jake.
Don't fuck.
Jake, you already have a Chinese gun. This is another Chinese gun. You're a Chinese guy. You're basically Jakey-san.
I got a Chinese gun on this.
Jakey-san. You are like a Chinese gun. You're like a Chinese mouse. You need a Chinese rifle. See? I don't know if you can keep that, but
Definitely not. Definitely not.
dude, this is sick. Come on, Jake.
Let me just see it. For God's sakes.
That's actually really nice, to be honest with you. That's actually hilariously nice.
See, I know how to do things now. And will it snap in?
No,
you gotta send it. Well, I didn't know if there was a spring system like my snap bayonet, you know?
Well, how'd that work out for you?
Very AKS trigger.
Dude, that's you.
You know, whatever.
You literally said that you were after one.
We'll just leave it out.
That's sick.
So this is Chinese made.
Hey, you're out.
Donnie, you're
out of your element, Donnie.
You're out of your element here, Donnie.
Oh man, look here, dadgummit. Smith and Wesson model 1917.
Oh, no.
Obviously, this one's been reparked.
Shit.
This one's been reparked, but dadgummit, that'd be a cool gun.
Oh no.
Gosh, I love.
I've been
these.
needing a 1917.
Oh, this would be a good shooter too.
Hang on.
Okay. Sorry.
He literally holds shit and he puts it back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, and for like a shooter grade gun, I don't care. It's been refinished.
Well, no.
Doesn't really matter to me.
Dude, I'd get that gun cut down. Cut that gun down like my gun that I just had done.
Well, but I don't have one. I'm not going to cut down my first one.
No, just cut down that one, then we'll get a nice one to like an original one.
Oh, I'll just buy 2 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make you happy.
I mean, I have 4.
Well, fucking bravo.
I have 2 Colts and 2 Smith & Wessons. And actually, technically 5, because the 22-4 is a form of that.
I'll leave that out.
In the 1950 world.
leave that out.
He'll leave it out, he says. This is a big spender.
I'm just leaving.
Yeah, a little cart.
No, I'm not doing anything squirrely. Everyone relax.
This would be a good gun for you, Crispy. This would be a great gun.
I feel like you're trying to sell Crispy on a double action gun. He doesn't. He
So
quietly
check this
doesn't
out,
want
Crispy.
one.
So this is a K22, okay?
He's not going to go for that.
This
You're
is
fighting a losing
an
battle.
early one because look, it's got the Superman hammer. You see that? This would be a fun gun to have and cheap to shoot. And God, it's great workmanship. What do they want for that? Oh yeah, that's about where they should be. That's a cool gun. Crispy, are you cowboying? Is that what that is? Is that what I'm hearing? Is you're cowboying? You want to be a cowboy? Oh wait.
Once again.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's kind of sick.
Okay, 2nd gen. Colt, single, action, Army, nickel.
Nickel 357 Magnum.
357 Magnum.
Hey, Crispy. Hey, that's sick. That's sick. How did that escape me? How did I not see that?
Because you have no taste.
That is, that's cool.
And it's a 2nd gen, for certain. Oh, Crispy.
A nickel.
Oh,
Why you
Crispy.
guys don't like second gens?
That's not, that's
We've
actually the exact
said
opposite.
that. No. That's actually the thing that we're like, it's the perfect balance of collector and shooter.
Crispy, you
And
edit
it's
all these,
nickel?
you edit all these videos and don't seem to learn nothing.
357 Mag, you shoot 38 special, it'd be a little pussycat.
Yeah, and then 357 Magnum, of course, would be
Shooting bears. Or,
not bears.
Well, big things.
Somewhat, yes. Y'all happen to know the year on this nickel gun right out the gate? I know it's a 2nd gen, so 56 to 73, 4, somewhere in there.
Well, data for Crispy, he's the buyer.
We're trying to get Crispy to buy a cool gun. That is a cool, dude. Buying one of those in
nickel.
California,
A nickel
dude,
San
we're
Diego
and
single
we're
action
in
army.
the land of the Western movie, and that's as Western movie as it gets.
That gun's so cool.
Crispy, let me tell you something right now. Okay, I'm talking to you. You can keep rolling though, because people are going to appreciate this. You're getting married, right?
Yeah.
You getting married to a woman?
To a woman.
Okay.
What are you
What
gonna
are you
wear?
gonna wear?
What are you gonna wear?
Are you telling me you want to walk down to the aisle? Do men walk to the aisle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And you walk to, well, you got to get there somehow. And so you walk down the aisle. Hold on, let me paint the picture.
Oh, don't
Crispy's
say what
walking
he's
down the
going
aisle.
to carry.
Hold on.
Don't say what I think you're going to say.
You're going to walk down the aisle. Okay, let me paint 2 pictures for you. You're going to walk down the aisle, okay, to the love of your life, 1970.
70. What a cool,
Are you
perfect
kidding
gun.
me? In the height of Western movies?
It's my dad's birthday.
Does that have the box?
It's your
by the way?
dad's birthday.
Or is it no box? That's okay. That's still cool.
It's his dad's birthday year.
Oh, well, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
What are we actually doing here?
What are we doing?
I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to buy anything in here if you don't buy this.
Oh, hell.
I'm
don't
not
do
going to be
this.
the guinea pig.
What do you mean the guinea pig?
I'm not going to be the only one.
Dude, Crispy, that would be sick.
But the action is really smooth.
That'd be sick.
It's actually incredibly smooth.
Hold on, wait a second. Then if you have a nickel gun, I have a nickel gun, Our friend has 2 nickels. Where's your nickel single action?
You can't do everything in one day.
Where's your nickel single action?
You can't do
There's
everything.
only one here.
Crispy, let me see this. We're gonna put this over in the cart.
Put it. Just put it over there.
That's sick, by the way. It's friggin' sick. They're over there watching like, how these people make a YouTube video. They're just the most dysfunctional people we've ever
How
seen.
are they not bankrupt?
So the shop has pulled out a gun that we kind of got distracted easily because that's how we do. But we kind of come back, kind of regrouped, and I saw it and I'm like, wow, okay. And I want you to tell us a little bit about it because obviously we have a huge love of John Moses Browning. Of course, this is a Browning design, but that doesn't stop there. So why don't you tell us a little more about this because this is an incredible, and firstly, let me preface which this is in original factory condition. And it is absolutely impeccable. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this gun?
So we got it from a gentleman, big collector, about 1,600 guns in his private residence. And when he passed, they didn't know what to do. The guy in life was a lawyer.
They don't know what to do.
Oh, God, no. So about 10 family members split up a good amount of them. We got batches of 10 guns per week for weeks on weeks on weeks. And this is one of the ones that came in. What it is a 1886, made in 1889. It is dated. That was a gift from Browning to Winchester.
Damn.
And the way that the gentleman that we got the gun from acquired it is in his free time of being a lawyer, he was a rep for Winchester. And had the money when Winchester was like, hey, we don't know, well, it's not really this. I don't know why they sold it. They just did.
Well, I think were liquidating some of their collection because they were in some trouble.
Okay, that may have been it. And he got the opportunity to buy this from Winchester.
This is original condition.
No, yeah, I heard.
Holy crap.
The half octagon, the beautiful wood, the
Yeah,
collar case
half
hardening.
octagonal is my weakness. That like even my sharps rifles, when I spec them, I do a half octagonal. I think it puts all the weight back into the forearm and really allows you to move the gun better. Yeah. But dude, to have a gun that was a gift from Browning, obviously to Winchester, and that is special on so many different ways. Of course, Browning and Winchester's involvement. I don't think this is for sale. Browning and Lord, no. Would you sell it?
We don't know what to do with it, to be honest with you. That's why it's been safe for 2 years.
We might know a guy.
I mean, we know.
And if you feel like flipping it over, the engravings on the other side, to my knowledge, are completely different. So it's got.
You could. I'm petting this dog. That's pretty important to me.
Yeah, see the buffalo.
This is actually fantastic.
This is pretty important to me, actually.
That Beretta is so sick. Oh, sneezing here, dog.
That is a cool.
I mean, it's so sick. It's outside of what I've got left in the tank, but is there a mag in there?
I think there's a whole
Comes
kit.
with 2 mags. And it is in 22 short, by the way, not 22 long.
For the Olympic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to assume there's a magazine disconnect, and now the...
Don't dry fire that gun.
Why not?
Because it's 22. What's wrong with you?
What? So how do you actually drop the hammer? Yeah, that is a cool... I mean, I don't know. You can just kind of... It's weird.
Just do it. You'll make the money back. You're such a cute dog. I'm telling you what.
Smith & Wesson pre-Model 29, aka Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum, with 6.5-inch barrel. Basically, it's the Dirty Harry gun before it was the Dirty Harry gun, or even really had a true model designation. This is exactly what I bought on Hunt for Gucci Guns Vegas with the 4-inch barrel. So I have very much a soft spot for this gun. Very, very cool.
All right, Crispy. So let me show you something. As I've gotten into shooting a lot of heavier stuff, I've gotten into big frame Rugers. I've got a Hamilton bow and Nimrod, of course, as you know. But here's something very similar to a Nimrod by Hamilton Bowen, but by Jack Huntington. This is a Jack Huntington gun. And this is, holy crap, is this a...
What is
this
that
is a 500 line ball.
Oh my God.
Holy crap, dude. That is badass.
That is intimidating.
Look at that.
Look at the bore.
Holy shit.
That's the most terrifying bore I've ever seen.
Dude, this is sick. Jack Huntington is a well-known revolver smith.
Look
this
at
is
that
cool.
thing.
And this is marked as well. Holy shit.
ridiculous.
Do you have one of the rounds available? Like, let me take it again. You need to see this
That
round.
thing's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the
bank vault.
The intimidation factor of that is nuts.
This is trimmers.
Man,
Trimmers.
I want to show it next to the 44.
Trimmers.
Yeah, oh
Graboids,
yeah. That's your
beware.
graboid gun.
Honestly, the graboids would see me with this gun and they
Run.
would go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that, my friends, is a 44 Magnum.
Wait, once the most powerful handgun in the world.
According to Clint Eastwood.
Effectively, sure.
There is a 500 live wall.
Oh my God.
Do you see this? Look at that.
That's insane.
Dude, somebody needs to get this eventually because this is sick.
It's literally the most iconic handgun in human history. You could show up to any part of the world and someone would be like, holy shit, that kid owns a single action army. You currently don't own one.
It is iconic, huh?
If you really wanted
Well,
to.
I was telling you
actually could
earlier,
own
I just want a good
Crispy.
example of all of
Crispy.
the classics.
Crispy.
Yes, sir.
one. Is there an update? Oh.
I have an update on
Oh, you
nickel
have an update.
single action army. Now let's just reiterate, nickel.
Nickel.
Is it third
19
gen? Is it third gen?
No.
Second gen.
Oh, it's a second.
1970.
5.5 inch, 357 Magnum,
Okay.
Which means 2 calibers.
which means dose calibers. Put that in your hands.
If I take this home, will you help me shop for leather?
Yes,
Because you need to get a rig for that,
of
right?
course. Yes, duh.
It's the hero gun.
And that is a
It's
hero
the hero gun.
That is a hero.
That is a hero gun.
Yep, but that's okay.
I've very rarely seen a sexier firearm than that.
And that's the thing too. It's the international sex appeal gun. Like no one looks at a single action army and goes, "That's not cool."
Yeah, we'll take it home today.
Hot
do it.
damn!
Kid's gonna do shit.
I don't even make. You gotta go. You gotta go shake their
He's gonna
hand.
do
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, well.
Yeah, thank you.
We're just shaking everybody's hand. Everyone, shaking everyone's hand.
Man, look
All
at
right,
him
now-
stepping up to the plate.
You're next.
Okay, so what do we have? We have an SKS, which is kind of cool.
Here's the deal. Okay, you confided to me that you wanted SKS, and I really didn't understand it at the time. I still really don't, to be honest with you. But
There's just something about it.
you like them. You think that's cool.
I think the band
And
and all
now,
of
like,
it's
you're kind of a Chinaman in your recent acquisitions. C96. This is a Chinese SKS. I think it's legit. I actually think the price is pretty good on it already, but we might want to, you might want to, potentially look at making an offer.
So I'm checking out that, and I'm looking at this weird, funky Beretta thing that I have no use for, and I can't even shoot it because I'm a lefty. So the truth is that has a lot more practicality, much more budget friendly. That is just wildly cool.
I agree.
It's just wildly cool.
Is that a consignment? Is it blue? Is it blue sticker?
What's yellow mean?
consignment?
Consignment gun. Well, I mean, they'd have to budge pretty hard, though, is the thing.
Oh,
that's
well,
the
then,
truth.
Okay. Well,
Is like, I mean, they'd have to take
yeah,
500
for sure,
off
for
of that.
sure.
And I don't even have a clue what this is worth, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, where you want to go on this one?
Well, what does that say?
I think it's
6.
For a freaking. By the way, these are going up in value too. By the way,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to be infinitely collectible, but
it's got a spike bayonet. It's Chinese. You like the Chinese?
well, here's the thing. I'm going to talk to the shop.
You're a big
Everyone
Chinese guy.
on the video there. I'm going to talk to everyone in the shop, and then we'll cut back in here. We'll tell you how it goes. Okay, so the
One
SKS
word
owner
for you.
did not.
Hold on. One word for you, viewers. Graboids. Okay, you may be familiar with trimmers. What are you going to use against one? I'll tell you what. How about the freaking Auto Mag? 44 Magnum
Look at
Auto
this
Mag.
bad boy. So, definitely a pop culture gun.
For sure.
Okay, what was it? Sudden Death? I
One
think
of
it was
those
Sudden
Clint
Death. It's
Eastwood
one of the
movies.
Eastwood movies. He goes from his 29, which I just picked up the other day. Can you imagine if I got the other Dirty
one?
Harry gun? I mean, I think this is known to be a pretty bad gun, from what I know. I don't think this is considered a good gun.
It's not a great gun, no.
But holy shit,
But
it's
this
weird.
is one of those guns that it doesn't matter how good it is.
It's weird
It's
and
cool.
funky. I'm going to assume this is where we, how do we...
I just like seeing Jake trying to figure out guns.
I figured it out. Look at the magazine, dear Lord. So it's magazine fed, obviously. 44.
The shootist
mag.
are where you go to get your graboid guns.
Yeah. So, okay, what do we have to do here? Okay, we're going to get there. How do you chamber this thing? Okay, we're going to get there. There it is. Holy shit. Look at this system. It doesn't feel good. Like this, like none of this feels great. But I kind of like it. Does it lock the slide back? Is this a? Is it?
Well, it's not a slide necessarily. It's a bolt. You gotta. This is this. There's two separate things.
Oh, okay, interesting. Let's see what the mag is. Like, I mean, I've never actually like handled one. No, so there's no
it's
lock
not
back.
locked. Hold on. I don't think your mag's all the way in.
Oh.
By God.
Graboid. Look at that. That's craftsmanship.
Dude, this looks like a freaking the Steyr AUG system.
All right, everyone. End of the day here at the Shootist, and here's how this is shaking out. Crispy, 2nd gen, single action army, nickel,
Epic.
357.
Epic.
He just entered the club of man.
Man.
Is what he did. For a friend of ours, I was looking at this. I simply it's just been a really expensive couple of days here. So we're going to get this Beretta Olympic target pistol for a buddy of ours. We think he would really like that. Of course, don't make that mean anything. It doesn't. It will go to his FFL, transfer to him. So everyone, slow your freaking roll on that. And should I or should I not get a Chinese SKS?
Yeah.
I mean, at what they want for it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Come on.
It's clean too. It's clean.
It's
and here's the thing. You literally told me last night. You literally said, I kind of want an SKS.
And this morning I said I want a Winchester 94.
Yeah, let's kill 2 birds with 2 stones.
And I got the Chinese Mauser the other day.
And you're basically a Chinaman.
Yeah, at this point I just complete the trilogy.
I just think it's a cool gun. You said you wanted it. Here we are. Here's one that's good. It's well priced. It's got a freaking spike bayonet on it. I mean,
why not?
That's neat.
I say why not?
Why not?
Let's do it. It's only bankruptcy.
It's only, you just have to sell a few more feet pictures to make up for it.
Well,
and this one actually isn't too many feet pictures.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them warmed up. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing some paperwork here. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
And we will circle back here in a minute.
Man, what a hunt for Gucci guns this episode has been.
Did we tie the record?
I think we broke it, actually.
I got to tally it up. We'll do that in some final thoughts.
Pretty decent YouTube channel. Does well, so.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, I just was wondering. I thought it was like a porno, maybe.
Well,
like
we could have done that as well.
That's why I was like,
how
okay,
do you
I'm
think we
intrigued,
afford all these guns?
Making fans.
Let me tell you right now, Southern, the accent, it gets them.
Yeah.
They're not prepared.
And the way you're dressed.
What do you mean the way I'm dressed?
It's just a whole outfit. You know?
What do you mean the way I'm dressed?
You've got a whole.
What's wrong with the way I'm dressed?
No, it's just an interesting outfit. Okay, everyone. End of the day, Hunt for Gucci Guns San Diego. Quite difficult to even know how to put this into words today.
Here's the deal. We did Hunt for Gucci Guns Vegas, and I was like, this has been the best Hunt for Gucci Guns. And I stand by it being really good. Here's the thing. We came into San Diego going, I don't really think this is going to be all that great.
Prepared for a bust. Yeah.
And we'll just have to be happy. I mean, you and I were even talking about buying guns on the way back home.
Yeah, we're like, we're not going to find anything. We'll pick something
anything.
up when we get home.
And what we have found is this is incredible. So this ends up being the most we've ever gotten on a Hunt for Gucci Guns, 7 guns total. And one of which, I'm going to have to just take a second, one of which being the insanely rare McGivern model 3844 Smith & Wesson. I mean, that is like, it's funny, we've talked about this. It's one of those guns that like I was just dreaming that we would get on this Hunt for Gucci Guns because that truly is a gemstone of a gun.
Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, we're left at the end of the day almost like exhausted. I'm starting to come down off of the adrenaline, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I gotta say, and maybe we'll do this at some point, is to rank the cities from the Hunt for Gucci Guns and say, hey, what were the top 10 in order? But my hunch at present is I think San Diego might actually be the best gun shops we've ever been to, which is stunning.
Well, and not only that, but every single gun store was a hitter to some degree.
Yeah.
We go to gun stores all the time where it's just
It's a
and
bust.
hey, listen, the inventory's just not there at that time. Every single store was a hitter. And I have to say, Duncan's Gun Works, that ranks as my favorite gun store I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's impressive.
That thing is absolutely insane. So anyways, I think that wraps us up for San Diego. What's
wrap
next?
it up. We're gonna get food, and we have to plow through Southern California on Memorial Day at 6 p.m. Should be a good time. We'll see you on the other side.